We have to send the feds into Chicago, where you actually blew in from, buddy. Over, 1,500 deaths or so this year already in Chicago. That's the hope. And the change. Allow people to do anything and everything that they want to do and get the same recognition as all of us, the 2 percentile of our country. I'm sorry, but for religious reasons, I am against all of that. Yeah, I'm talking about all the rights that people should have and all this other crap. I'm tired of it. Everybody's rights, everybody's feelings are hurt. Come on. Yeah, we're talking about restrooms and sex changes and, I'm entitled to it in prison, because I have to have hormones and all this other crap. I'm like, taxpayer dollars, you're in prison, you killed somebody, you're still able to have a sex change? Give me a break. You know how some people say, what would our founding fathers say if they were alive and they saw the stuff that goes on in government and was allowed to do this particular thing through government to shape it and mold it? Because Hollywood has been using the media and Washington, D.C. and buying it out, getting behind their candidates and buying it out so they can cast their agenda and remove God from the public square. And that's where our problems are coming from. There's a serious judgment lapse in common sense where people should have it. They don't have it anymore. There's real lunacy out there. There's a reprobate mind out there, clearly. I mean, there's a lot of really, really deranged people where they can't see the forest for the trees. And it's peculiar. It really is. The country is at a very interesting place right now, and I think Donald Trump's going to do a lot of good for a country. But folks, this is just the beginning, folks. These people are not going to stop on the left. Do you understand? They're going to drudge up more stuff. They're doing it even right now in the back rooms and the smoke rooms because they don't want Donald Trump to succeed at all. They are going to do whatever and anything that they can possibly muster up and do to get rid of him. Any means, folks. And when I say any means, excuse me, any means. And I'm scared for that very reason. Because the liberal media has no problem with severed heads with Donald Trump. They have no problem with it. Try to assassinate him in Central Park with that with the play openly and do that. If that was Barack Hussein Obama, that would have been shut down immediately. Are you kidding me? Immediately. If it was Barack Obama, it had been shut down quick. I thought Donald Trump was nice to the folks. Nice. Mike Pence, when he was at the Broadway deal, the Broadway production, ridiculing him openly and trying to make him look bad and shame him in public because they disagreed with his politics. Folks, these people have no shame themselves, and they're trying to tell the Vice President of the United States of America and Barack Obama interrupting not Barack Obama, Donald Trump, wrong administration, at a public appearance. To ridicule a person and using that platform that's supposed to be entertainment, not even supposed to be a political venue, but made it about politics and then made it personal. And they already had it planned because they knew that Pence was coming for that event. But it's not just the attack on the president. Kellyanne Conway's kids, Donald Trump's kids, Melania, the First Lady of the United States, all his folks are under the same shotgun because they stand for principle and values. And they got the support of the evangelical Christians, Jerry Falwell. I mean, that's a huge deal, and so many other evangelicals across the country that have prayed for Donald Trump. and continue praying for him daily. And by the way, the same people that did pray daily for Barack Hussein Obama and for all other presidents, it's something that we should all do anyway. I don't know if any of them appreciated it, but Donald Trump seems to be appreciative of the prayers because he needs them. Our country needs them. I want this country to survive. I want us to make it to another year of our independence, celebrating another 4th of July. Folks, there's a revolution coming, and we're seeing it right now, and it's very evident. There's that fight for good and for evil. Good and evil. I really feel like it's a showdown. You say, oh, it's always been to the existence, is that fight, that struggle. It's all the things for America. Now, not like this. There's kind of this tipping point. Barack Obama managed with his cronies to be able to really just fixate something that is such a negative blight on this country that has really caused a downward spiral. But, well, I feel we can correct it. But we got a few stories that we're going to talk about in this hour when we come up here about a baker that's having some problems because of the way that he believes. I thought in America we could have our own beliefs. I thought because of our First Amendment we had the right to do it. And there's something called tech. You know, some people don't use it very wisely, but it doesn't mean that you try to kill the person. But people do get killed because of things that they say. You got to be careful sometimes. You don't just put out things, but people do. People want us to respect religions, the freedom of religion. It's one of the reasons why we escaped religious tyranny and to come over here and we started this country called America. If you remember our founding fathers, okay? Yeah, that's right, religious tyranny and tyranny in general. We wanted to have freedom of expression, right? Everybody wants to express themselves in the way that they want to do it, in the way that they see fit. But if you have an opposing view or an opposing opinion and all that, they're going to call for your head. And folks, I think that time is coming. Sooner rather than later, whether believers, the real believers as the Bible portrays it, they stand up. You're going to see how ISIS says, you're not one of us, you're not one of our believers. Well, we got a place for you. We'll take care of you. Now, I know that sounds wacky to some of you, and I understand that. But I'm a firm believer that this stuff is for real. I believe that the Bible's for real, and I believe that we're moving into those times where we really do see, as that pastor told me, Adrian Rogers, that God's removing the hedges from America one by one because we've allowed it to happen. Righteous people stand up, but don't be surprised if you don't get hurt.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Wear Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support.
For the People is there.
Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Keith Allen and For the People. Now, one guy that, I tell you what, no stranger to controversy at all. His name is Jack Phillips, and he's a baker in Colorado. He's been experiencing very disturbing phone calls and death threats, and a lot of hate for simply refusing to make a gay wedding cake. The Supreme Court this past Monday agreed to decide whether Phillips discriminated against the gay couple when he refused to bake them a wedding cake due to his religious beliefs. Phillips said that he didn't refuse the couple's service and offered to sell them anything in the store. But when it came to actively participating in the couple's wedding, that's where Phillips drew the line. So the nation's highest court, folks, is now tasked with striking a balance between the religious rights of Phillips with the couple's right to equal treatment under the law. Oral arguments will likely be held in the court's fall term. Phillips says this has always been about more than a cake. David Mullins, one of the men who tried to purchase the wedding cake, said in a statement this week, businesses should not be allowed to violate the law and discriminate against us because of who we are and who we love. Mullins' husband, Craig, added that the two are disappointed that the court has continued with the case. Christianity has been around for a long time, And if you've been to Washington, D.C.,